Are you happy today? You're happy? Good morning, you handsome devil. Hey, JAH. What's today? What's today? Is today your 7th birthday? Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Is that your nervous reaction is to lick your tail? Bite your tail? Happy birthday, big guy. I got some presents for you. JAH, do you want your presents? Hey, JAH. Do you want your presents? I got some presents for you. We got a big day today. Happy birthday, bud. "7 years old. Holy Christmas." Did you see your presents? Come here. What do we got in here? What do we got? Oh boy. Oh boy, look at all the treats. Look at all the treats. Are you happy now? Those are all for you. You're happy? We got a big day today, buddy. I'm taking you out. We are not at home today. Where are we? I brought you to Georgia. We're at St. Simon's Island, Georgia. Let's go explore. Was that a burp? Was that a 7-year-old burp? What a good boy. Today is all about you, JAH. All about you. And that tail. Oh, there goes that foot. There goes the foot. Find the tickle zone. What a handsome little boy. 7 years old. That's right. I went to the pet store and got the best stuff I could find. Anything I thought he might want, we got it. And you're happy, aren't you? So we're starting today in the Golden Isles of Georgia. And since it's a special day for JAH, it's also a special Patreon sunglass vlog for Carrie Wade. Now let's go have a great day, huh? So the way that it got its name was in the 1700s when it had first been established. Sir Robert Montgomery was a kind of a poet and writer who wrote about the Golden Isles, describing its golden beauty when the sun would hit the water, to kind of persuade Londoners to want to come make a home here. And we're going to be taking that big bridge off in the distance to St. Simon's Island. We're going to spend the day. I've never been to any of these islands. There's a bunch of islands here in the Golden Isles, like Jekyll Island and Brunswick and all those, but I've never been to any of them, so that's kind of why I thought, hey, let's go check it out. One of the original coastal settlements of Georgia. Look at this crazy bridge. Saw this little scenic overlook that I wanted to bring JAH over to and take a look. Looks like this is called Overlook Park. It says that we're in the city of Brunswick, and look, there's a manatee here, some manatee art made out of litter. Weird. Go take a look at the water. What do you say, JAH? You want to look at the water? I'll carry you when we get out there. You enjoying the breeze, JAH? I'm even wearing the JAH shirt today. Could do a little bit more exploring. All right, let's head on down the road. All right, another bridge over to the island, the next island. Looks like a couple of bridges. We have arrived. If the island itself is as beautiful as the sign welcoming you to it, I think we're in for a big treat. This is actually the entrance. We'll come another time probably without JAH because this is a whole museum, but you can see it and everything from here, so I figured it'd be fun to at least take a look at it from the outside. You can kind of see it right up there. When we get up here, we'll definitely get a good view of it. JAH, you've never seen a lighthouse, I don't think. Come on. Take a look at that. I think it's like 130 something steps, but you actually can go to the top and take a look, because as you'll notice, there are people up there right now. I don't think that would be a good idea today, but like I said, we'll come back and do it in the future. I just wanted to stop and see it. Isn't that beautiful? So the reason this lighthouse is here, they're talking about it right here, Fort St. Simons. On this site, Fort St. Simons was built by English troops under command of General James Edward Oglethorpe, which we talked about when we were in Savannah. In 1738, it guarded the entrance to the Frederica River through which ships must pass to reach Fort Frederica. With nearby Delegol's Fort, it turned the southern tip of St. Simons Island into Georgia's most heavily fortified area. Fort St. Simons was destroyed by Spanish soldiers in 1742. So this gives us a pretty good idea. This is talking about the battle for the Georgia coast. And here is showing we're right here at Fort St. Simons. But we're gonna eventually end up at Fort Frederica also. See a puppy up here, we're gonna go try and say hi. There's the puppy. He didn't have too much interest in saying hi to the dog, but he did have interest in just plopping down and taking a break, letting the breeze blow through his hair. Nothing wrong with that on your 7th birthday, is there? Hey JAH, whose birthday is it? Are you having a good day? Are you having fun? Not a bad view here either. This is just mainly a hangout day for us. I think we'll wander over to here. They've got a gazebo and a cannon. You know, it's interesting, I was reading up on this area and they were saying this area, like this part of Georgia, they have flown 4 different flags over its time being colonized. Spain's flag at one point, it was a Spanish colony, and then French, and then Great Britain, and then United States. Hop up there. Wow. You got to remember when you're on an island or the coast, they had to plan for any kind of siege that could have come about. And take a little walk along the coast here. Me and the birthday boy. The birthday boy. I have a handful of things I want to take him to see today, but a handful of them also are considered museums, so we can't go in them, but I want to check out what they are anyway. So if you're wondering who this is Wally the Whale. And if you're wondering how I know that, because there's a sign over here that says Wally the Whale, says take a picture with me, not on me. Why don't you go over there and take a picture with Wally the Whale? JAH, go on over there with Wally the Whale. You'd rather hang out with Jordan, the vlogger? Oh, there you go. Go get a picture with Wally the Whale. This is the only way we're getting a picture with JAH and Wally the Whale. And it's definitely good that they have a sign here that says not to climb on it, because it kind of does look like a kid's play toy, especially when it's right next to the park. But they have another sign over here. Wally the Whale has a lot to say. In this part it says, I'm artwork, not a playground. Some sort of Baywatch action over there. Oh, what a birthday surprise. He found a buddy. He's just chilling out, having a good day. We're working our way back. There's his friend again. So one of the big draws to this area is normally the beaches, but the tide is in, so there's no beaches right now. No sand. And that's why these are here, normally for when the beach is available. Alright, off to our next stop. I just noticed this little park here, and it says the Old Spanish Garden, 1776. Spain maintained missions along this coast for more than a century, beginning in 1568. Jesuit and later Franciscan missionaries labored to Christianize the Indians and cultivated in the mission gardens figs, peaches, oranges, and other plants introduced from Europe. Due to Indian uprising, pirate raids, and British depredations, these missions were removed further south in 1686. A map of St. Simon's Island made in 1739 by Captain John Thomas, engineer in Oglethorpe's regiment, locates an old Spanish garden near this site. In this area, materials from the Spanish mission period have been found. Wow, look at this little place off the side of the road. Hazel's Cafe. It's not open, but I love the rustic look of it. I think what I'm looking for is right up here. Wow, that's interesting. I like that decoration. Those little... That's great. That is definitely what we were looking for. Bloody Marsh battle site. So here they have a little descriptive sign as to what happened here, what the Battle of Bloody Marsh was that took place right here. It says, situated alongside the military road, this marsh was the perfect spot for an ambush. On the afternoon of July 7th, 1742, the British had their chance to surprise attack the Spanish here and win a decisive victory. At 3 p.m., Spanish reinforcements marched towards Fort Frederica, unaware of British troops hidden in the woods near the marsh, as the Cuban Grenadiers, Spain's best, trampled single file along the narrow causeway. The Scottish Highlanders, which was the British, opened fire, trapped the Spanish, retreated south to Fort St. Simon's. The fight lasted only 1 hour. Witnesses claimed that when the shooting stopped, this marsh was red with blood of the wounded and dead. Within a week after the crushing defeat here, the Spanish evacuated St. Simon's Island forever, ending Spain's claim to Georgia. And they even have a memorial plaque over here, a monument. It says, "We are resolved not to suffer defeat. We will rather die like Leonidas and his Spartans if we can, but protect Georgia and Carolina and the rest of the Americas from desolation." Oglethorpe. Erected on the battlefield of the Bloody Marsh by the Georgia Society of Colonial Dames of America. Red with blood. Gotta love Georgia, so beautiful. He's either getting tired or bored. I've stopped at churches all over the world anytime I can to, I don't know, I just like the architecture. I like to see how they present and worship and everything. And this is the first African-American Baptist church here. Going back all the way to 1859. You can see some of the stained glass on the windows. You gotta remember, a lot of this land was plantations. So of course, many were slaves. Here you can see they have a little stone out here that says, "Lord is my rock and my salvation." Looks like there's a plaque of some sort across the street as well. I'm gonna go take a look at that, but yeah, I just wanted to stop and see this on our way out. This is what I saw across the street I was kind of interested in. Oglethorpe. Well, I know that's not his... Huh. I was gonna say, I know this is not his grave because we went to his grave in Georgia, or I mean in Savannah, but this says, "James Edward Oglethorpe, founder and first governor of Georgia, established here in 1736, the only home he had in America," is what that says. Right down there. Huh. Boy, you definitely wouldn't see this off to the side of the road if you weren't looking for it. We only saw it because we were right across the road here at the church, but wow. So Oglethorpe's home was right here. Interesting. Maybe as a sign of respect they haven't built anything here, but right over here is actually a cemetery, and there's another house right here, so there you can see the cemetery, and his plaque is just tucked in right over here. You can see here they put crosses in the brick fencing. We're at the old church. Take a look. This is the Christ Episcopal Church. One of the original churches here for Fort Frederica. There's actually a cemetery here on the grounds as well. It says this congregation was established as a mission of the Church of England. In February of 1736, the Reverend Charles Wesley, ordained priest of that church, conducted the first services in the chapel within the walls of Fort Frederica. The Reverend John Wesley, rector of Christ Episcopal Church, Savannah, also served this mission under the name of St. James. This was one of the 8 original parishes established in 1758. After the Revolution, this and other churches, which has been served continuously by clergymen of the Church of England, formed the Protestant Episcopal Church in the United States of America. So it looks like it's closed for tours right now because of COVID and all that, but we can go walk the grounds and take a look, which is all we wanted to do anyway. Actually, it looks like it says there's a service in progress right now, so we definitely can't interrupt them. And that's apparently why the church is closed right now, is because of the service. And I guess they only have one a week, and it's today, on JAH's birthday. Oh, let's walk over here. This is pretty intense. Very elaborate. Hazard, it says. Here you can see some of the stained glass. He's leading the way. The Fitzgeralds. It says in memory of Thomas Jones, civil engineer, who died on the 4th of December 1859, the age of 28 years old. So John Wesley's not actually even buried here. He did end up going back to England and helped create the Methodist Church there. I'm guessing this person was a pretty big fan of Georgia, the school, because I think he's ready to get out of here and go to our next stop. Here it is, Fort Frederica. Settlers on St. Simon Island in the 1700s used an unusual building material, oyster shells. The colonists found piles of them when they arrived, discards from long ago feasts of the local Gual and Macama Indians. These mounds of shells, or middens, formed the basic ingredient of a crude but durable concrete called tabby. The tabby, they would stack logs and oyster shells. There you can see some of it right there. They have a little fountain here for the dogs. I wasn't sure they'd let JAH come walk around or not, but they did. So it says, in this park you will see the ruins of the British settlement built on the southern frontier in 1736. This way is the town, which we'll start there. And then the other way is the burial ground. This is one of the original settlement houses, or the style at least. And JAH. What is this? This looks like their oven. Yeah, they created their own oven. Would have had to, of course. And here's the gardens. That looks like a little gathering place, like a little theater with all the seating. And here they would have done a lot of the work. We're going to take this walkway all the way out. There's some really great ruins all the way at the end. So these stakes right here are showing where the town wall used to go. All along there. And here they have a kind of like a drawing of it. So this sign says that their records indicate this was the flesh market or the butcher shop. So this looks like we're gonna have to come back and do this all on its own, because every single one of these little spots was something else. I mean, it was something significant because this was all the town. But why don't we go to the end and just see the major ruins that are still here. We'll come back and do this by itself. Because yeah, see right here it shows that this was where the first settlement shoemaker was on this section. There was something over here. There's a big foundation over here. Still has the steps. This was a house. It says this was someone's home. And this says the first settler that lived on this spot was Daniel Cannons, the town carpenter. And they found some of his tools while excavating this site. Good thing our day's almost over, huh, bud? You're starting to get a little hot. We're heading out here towards the water. Look at him go. Fireball. Yeah, we definitely have to come back and just do this whole place. I'm so glad they were cool enough to let him come out here. You just never know when something's technically a museum, whether or not they'll be animal friendly. This is so cool. Check this out. Here is the foundation of the fort, Oglethorpe's fort, and the British flag. Of course, you can see where there were structures. And this was where the well was, and there's some of those shells. Let's see what's over here, what this was. The old steps. That's all. Those are all shells in there, like we read about coming in. This was the storehouse. South Storehouse. This is where they supplied their food for the harsh times. And some cannons. JAH, check out the cannons. Oglethorpe's cannons. The river guns. We gotta take a look inside, don't we? This is Oglethorpe. This remnant is all that has spared of the citadel of the town of Frederica, built by General Oglethorpe. Huh. Pretty interesting to see. Some serious Georgia history there. He's just chilling. Chilling with Oglethorpe. You're chilling at Oglethorpe's fort, huh? We'll briefly check out that old cemetery, that old burial ground on the way out. Trust me, there is a lot more to see. A ton more, actually. Some huge structures that definitely have a story that we'll find out another time. This is a fun place just to walk around, actually. It's a live oak. Course. Oh, nice. And this actually says what happened after Frederica was abandoned. It was burned down. In 1758, a fire destroyed most of the structures in town. The few that remained were pillaged and burned in 1778. The occupation of the Brown Rangers. Little teaser for next time. See, we're not going to see it today, but we'll have to find out the next time what that structure down there is. You know it has to have a story. Birthday boy. We try and always do something special for JAH's birthday. Last year we really couldn't, so I had to pay for that one. We hired 8 WWE superstars to wish him a happy birthday, so go watch that video. They were cameos. So look up 8 wrestlers wish my dog a happy birthday on Cameo. That was actually a really good one because we had Ric Flair, Bret the Hitman Hart, Diamond Dallas Page, Jake the Snake Roberts. A lot of cool people wished him a happy birthday. So what we just showed you is just Broad Street. There's different streets going all the way down there and on the other side of this with different buildings all peppered throughout there. Definitely worth your time. The world is my parish, accompanying General James Oglethorpe to this island in 1736 were John and Charles Wesley, leaders in the evangelical movement and founders of the Methodist Church. Their faith and fidelity are known throughout the world. This is our old burial ground. Unknown graves more than 2 centuries old lie many of the early settlers of Frederica. Although the town they created did not survive, they helped to lay the foundation for what would become the state of Georgia. Sad. Made a lasting mark, but no one will know who they are. Time for a little dog park action for this guy. We're done here at Fort Frederica. John just met a little boy outside wearing a crown, saying that it was his 5th birthday. So you met your birthday brother today, didn't you? Wow, what a great day it's been. I got him a little treat of some whipped cream. Is it good? It's dog park time. It's dog park time, isn't it, JAH? He made a little friend named Star. He's a free man, look at him. He must be looking for a bathroom spot. Keep waiting, but just haven't had a lot of dog activity. Unfortunately, not today. Thirsty boy. Well, as much fun as we've had today, I think it's time to wrap it up. Well, everyone, we're gonna call it a day. Thank you, Steve W. and Carrie Wade, for being Patreons. Happy birthday to JAH. Happy 7th birthday. We'll be celebrating a lot more birthdays together, won't we? And thank you all for watching. Have a great night, and goodbye.